Hey guys, back in the gym again. As you can see, still starting the workouts with muscle ups, and as part of my warm up, so just getting started with that. I can't quite remember exactly what I do in this workout because I did it a while ago, but we'll find out. Not sure if you can hear it in the background, but it is pissing down at the moment, so good time to be indoors in the gym. Try and get some body heat up, which is always good when it's freezing outside. Obviously, it was a lot better weather when this all got recorded, but that's alright. So obviously today is skipping and muscle ups for my warm up. Again, as you would know if you were watching the other ones, I'm just doing muscle ups in my warm up because I want to get better at them. I wouldn't advise doing muscle ups for most people in their warm ups. I'd say, if that's what you're doing and that works for you, that's fine. But this is just more of an example of what I do than what I would suggest for other people. So yeah, it would have been a minute of skipping and probably 5 or 6 muscle ups, and I would have done 3 sets of the pairs of those, so all doubled up together before moving into doing some squats. So I won't put in all the sets of warm-ups because there's only so many times you can watch me do that stuff. So yeah, for me, I start out doing some squats with a really kind of nominal weight just to make sure everything's moving alright. I also go deeper with my squats on these than I probably normally do, just because I'm trying to work on that lower depth. As you can see, I almost sit down onto my calves there. I've actually found since starting to do this that I've been getting some good benefit, and I'm also finding that I'm squatting more weight if I go deeper. So up until pretty recently, I was definitely not squatting to the depth I'd like to be squatting to, and then I started squatting to started making sure I was squatting to parallel, and my numbers went way down, as one would expect. But then I found if I go a bit past parallel, it's a much more comfortable stopping point for me, and it gives me a bit of extra rebound out of the hole, which I've found helps me quite a bit. So yeah, this weight's probably, I don't know, 30 or 40% of what I'd normally work with. The other thing I've found that's been good recently and since doing this video is doing breathing pause squats at the bottom. So coming down to the bottom, exhaling, and then taking a deep breath back in as you normally would to brace, and then coming back up. Obviously doing this with a lot less weight than what you would normally do it with. Doing that maybe no more than I'd say 60% of what you could probably be lifting range is probably plenty to start out getting some benefit from it. Pick that up watching some stuff from Greg Knuckles on YouTube, who's definitely worth checking out if you're interested in a bit more of the theory behind lifting. He's definitely got some good stuff. So go over and check that out, and you get some information from someone who is a lot wiser than myself. Anyway, yeah, just moving up in weight now. I'm pretty sure this day was pretty well anyway, all squats. As I said, it was a bit of a while ago. It's been interesting watching videos of myself, because as I mentioned in the first one of these, I've never actually seen footage of myself working out. Dogs in the gym is always good, even if they do get in the way sometimes. Anyway, it's been really good, just as far as like starting to be able to see some of the bits of form that I need to be more aware of for myself. So I'd definitely say, like, if you've never thought about filming yourself, it might be a good idea to do it, and not necessarily for putting up anywhere, not necessarily for giving anyone workouts, but just for your own benefit and maybe improving your own lifting. So moving into some front squats now. So for the back squats, I did 2 sets of the warm-up weight, 2 sets of just below what my working weight was going to be, so maybe 5 to 10 kilos lower, and then 2 sets at my working weight, all keeping around the 8 to 10 rep range mark. And then moving into front squats. I should have been counting, but I think these were trying to keep in the same sort of rep range, dropping the weight slightly. I'm definitely pretty average at front squats, so my weight tends to drop a bit. And then doing 3 sets of those, and then moved on to doing some jumps, and then would have done 3 sets of 10 of these just to round out the workout, and then finish with some stretches. So if you are interested in checking out exactly what was involved in the workout, I'll chuck it in the description below. So that's it for legs for this one. So if you want to see a bit more, look around for that subscribe button, give it a click. If you're still floating around here right at the end of the video, may as well give it a like. You've made it to the end. Give it a comment, all that sort of stuff, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.